I'm going to give you these goggles to put on, and when I click start, you're going to hear a description of a situation, and then there's going to be a male in there who's going to start talking to you. And I just want you to focus on using those assertive resistance skills, okay, and saying what you want to say if you feel that he is pushing you too far. Okay. Now, at any time, if you don't know what to say, if you want to stop, you can say stop the role play. And if part of your assertiveness would be to say I'm getting out of the situation, just say I'm leaving, and I will control it so that that's what happens in the virtual situation. Okay. All right. Go ahead and put these on. And you can adjust the strap at the top right here. Right here, actually. There you go. So it holds on more comfortably. Okay. So we're gonna, I'm actually gonna jump to moderate just so we have time to see these.
So Chase is
You were
the one
assigned to
that
work with Chase and another.
I'm sorry?
Chase is the one that's slightly not, because it's not the new version.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Okay.
like probably it's less.
Okay, so we're gonna start with a different one.
Yes, please.
Okay. Sorry about that. There was a slight error. We're gonna start with this.
You've been out with friends and had a few
I'm
drinks.
sorry, this is going for
Friends
spin.
went to the girl.
Oh,
Could you stand up a little bit? Sorry.
You're waiting for her in a parking structure several blocks from the bar, and you just got a text that she's still 15 minutes away. The guy that you were talking to in the bar, Travis, comes out and joins you in the parking structure.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Someone coming to pick you up?
Yeah.
Pull out.
Yeah, it's cold.
It was cool talking to you earlier. Seemed really sure. Like, you know what you want. Just go get it.
No, thank you.
Me, I don't really have everything together yet, but I just picked up on that already.
Yeah.
I don't feel right just leaving you out here. Do you want to sit in my car?
No,
I can turn the heat on.
no, that's fine. That's fine. I'm totally fine waiting here.
Much more comfortable than standing out here.
No, I'm good here. Thank you.
Actually, what if I just took you home? I was heading out anyway, and that way you don't have to wait around anymore.
No, I'm totally fine waiting here.
You know, this really isn't a good area for a pretty girl like you to just wait around. I can beg you, that'd be silly, because my car's quite good for a mayor. I
I'm
can take you home.
no, thank you. I'm totally fine waiting here.
You never know what could happen when you're alone on a night like this.
Yeah, I don't want to be talking with someone like you.
Oh, come on, I'm a nice guy. What do you want me to do?
No, thanks.
So, Erin, can you take off the glasses for
Yeah.
just a sec? How are you doing with this?
I feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's a pretty awkward situation, isn't it? What do you want to have happen?
I just wanted to leave.
Okay. So what skills could you use that we just talked about that would kind of let him know that you're really not okay with this and you want him to leave?
Be like, say more than just kind of thank you. Just be,
What do you want him to do?
I wanted to leave.
Okay, can you tell him that? Okay. And what do you want to do with your voice to really make it clear that he is not welcome and you want him out of there?
Not your music.
Yeah. Do you feel comfortable doing that?
Yeah.
And give it a try? Okay, go ahead and come back. Okay, here we go.
In fact, I bet we would have a lot of fun. I mean, I could just drop you off at home, or maybe I could go to your place. With your mom. Actually, that's the best idea because you've had a lot to drink and you should stay put. I've done everything right here.
I'm not interested in doing that, so please leave me alone.
You're all alone out here. You know, it isn't safe for a girl. I'm really glad I found you.
Lift up the voice even more. Just really kind of let him know.
I'm not interested. Please leave me alone.
I get it. I'm just not good by yourself.
Okay. All right, go ahead and take them off. Okay. Let's see, how was that for you?
It was annoying.
Yeah.
It was just uncomfortable.
He's a jerk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So how did it feel to you to tell him to back off? Was that hard? Was that easy? Somewhere in the middle?
Like my personality is not very confrontational from the start, so it was kind of a struggle for me to like raise my voice and, you know, just tell him to back off, more than just saying like, just leave me alone.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
How did it feel to you when you did raise your voice?
Like it made me more, you know, assertive and feel more dominant in the situation.
Yeah. I thought you did a really good job with that. Like at the beginning, I could tell you're kind of uncomfortable. You didn't quite know what to say.
Mhm.
But then you were clearly becoming more and more uncomfortable with this. You did not want him talking to you.
Mhm.
Do you think a reasonable person would pick up on that?
Yeah.
Do you think most guys are reasonable people who would pick up on that?
Mhm.
So why was he not picking up on that? Or not behaving in that way?
Because he just wanted one thing. So.
Yeah. And what does that tell you about him and about the
He's a
situation?
jerk.
Yeah, and maybe a little dangerous.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that's when, you know, we can really bring that assertiveness really high. And this is a situation where it would be even totally appropriate to yell at him or call the police or just, you know, try to get out of the situation, go someplace where there's more people.
Mhm.
Does it feel hard to do that when you got the goggles on?
Yeah, and like especially like you can't move
Right.
in the VR setting, so.
Yeah. So it's kind of, you feel kind of
Yeah,
chained,
I
right?
felt restricted.
Yeah. Okay. So in a real situation, do you think
I would
you
have just left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Definitely the thing to do. Okay. So in a regular training, I would let you go ahead and try another one and kind of work on those skills. But since we have time limitations, I'm going to let Hannah do that. Try one if that's okay with you. All right. So Hannah, we have a couple of different ones. I can start you with a kind of easier one, or I can start you with a harder one. Where would you like to start with?
Maybe hard.
It would be hard? Okay. All right. So this one that you're going to do, I'm going to let you know, is going to be a little intense. So at any point, if you feel like you don't want to do it, just say, I'm out of here. I don't want to be in the role play, or stop the role play, and I'll stop it. Okay?
Okay.
And I just want you to practice really focusing on letting him know if there's anything in there that you don't want him to do to stop. Okay?
Still use the chase one. Would just be the old script, and it might be a little buggy at the description area.
Okay.
If you prefer.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to do that. We're going to do so. This script we're still working on a little bit, but it's kind of about as difficult as the one that Aaron did, yeah, so we'll give that a try. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put these on. Now they'll fit over your glasses. You may just have to move it a little bit or open it up a little bit. There you go. Good. Okay. So again, you're going to really focus on using the skills.
You're assigned to work with Chase and another student, Vicky, on a class project, which is due tomorrow. You've met several times to work on it, and you're frustrated because you feel that you've done more work than either of them. Today was the final meeting, and Vicky left about an hour ago before you were even completely done. You and Chase have just finished the paper and submitted it to your professor. You're tired and glad to be done with the whole thing. You were assigned to work.
You have to wait a bit because the description part is not properly done in the description.
Sorry, it's a little buggy.
So you have to wait a bit to respond.
So he'll start in a sec. Let me just shift to the next one.
It's almost 9:30. We're gonna grab a drink. You really deserve your lives. You really deserve your one after carrying this through
Do I respond?
Yeah, just talk to him as you normally would. Focus on using the skills.
No, I'm really tired, so I'm gonna go home.
Actually, I've got some beers out here in that book. It's really good stuff too. And then we wanted to give local crowds and boys in the bar. We can actually talk to each other. Do you want one?
No, I'm not interested in drinking right now.
Are you sure? This is really good stuff. I'm sure you sure you don't want one?
I'm sure I don't want one.
Really run this last week. You really deserve to unwind and relax. This would be a great week.
No.
Okay, I can respect that. I'm sorry. It's really good. Sure you don't want one?
Yeah.
So, I've got to tell you, I really enjoyed working with you this morning. You're really smart, you're really funny, and I really like spending all this time. I don't think I'd be able to get such a good grade as Rocky if it wasn't for you. Also, if we're being honest, you're really pretty, and that helped me from the state. I actually think you're one of the hottest girls in school.
I think, that's really inappropriate.
So, I don't do this often, but I really feel like there's a vibe going between us right now. Do you mind if we can kind of kiss you?
No, please don't.
Really? You're just gonna shoot me down like that? After we worked so well together, I know you can tell there's a vibe, and I know you like it too. What's the deal?
I don't feel any vibe between us, so.
I don't get it. You've been flirting with me the entire time. Why stop now?
I haven't been flirting with you.
So I'm going to stop you for a second. How are you feeling about this so far? Is he being appropriate?
No.
Do you want to get him to stop?
Yeah.
So how could you escalate your assertiveness to let him know that this is really not okay? What could you say or do you think, that might escalate it?
I'm not sure. Like, I feel like all I could do is leave.
Okay, that's a perfectly good thing to do. You know, if he's not listening to you, you can
Yeah.
tell him, like, I'm not going to put up with this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do you want to give that a try?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to hit it. He's going to say the same thing again. All right? Think. Here we go.
I don't get it. You've been flirting with me the entire time. Why stop now?
I'm gonna leave.
Okay.
Fine. You know what? Just get out of here. I've got so many other things I could be doing than wasting my time on a friend of mine.
Okay, yeah, you can go ahead and take those off. What was that like for you?
It was weird.
It was weird.
Yeah.
Well, what did you notice about his behavior that was weird or uncomfortable?
Just that he wouldn't stop. Like, even after I kept saying leave.
How many times did he try to get you to drink?
3 times.
Yeah, that's not very cool, is it?
Yeah.
So, what did you really want in that situation? What did you want to have happen?
Just him to stop asking, like, me to do things.
Mm-hmm. And was he responding when you were telling him pretty clearly that you didn't want him to do, that you wanted him to stop?
No.
No. So when you escalate that assertiveness, what would that look like? Like if I'm him, what could you say or do to really let him know that you're out of here, that this is not okay?
Just be like, I want to leave.
Yeah. Can you do that a little bit louder?
I'm gonna leave.
Awesome. Good. And what do you want to tell him to do?
To stop.
Yeah.
Being creepy.
Good. Okay. So pretend I'm him. Tell me that.
Stop being creepy.
I'm not being creepy. What's wrong?
You're being creepy. I'm gonna leave.
All right. Fine. Good. Can you raise that voice tone even a little bit louder? Try it one more time.
You're being creepy, and I'm gonna leave.
Oh, so good. I love that. So you notice your voice tone was a little bit lower?
Mhm.
So when we're nervous, again, we tend to talk up here. But when we're being assertive, we need to talk down here because it carries further, they hear it, and it's more serious.
Mhm.
And it helps you get out of there. Okay. Do you feel like you would be able to get out of that situation in real life?
Yeah, I would probably just like be like, oh, I have something to do and I'm gonna leave.
Also a totally reasonable assertiveness skill. Anything that involves getting yourself out of the situation is a great thing to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good work. Thank you. Okay. So we are going to stop here because we have to leave in a few minutes, but I want to thank you